take a 20. He wants to spread the floor and run their delay game. The only problem with this sometimes in the tournament is you got to get the ball back inbound. If you're Easton now, you've got to make a decision with 2:09 whether you're going to play conventional man-to-man or you're going to come up and try to stop the clock.
So at the 2:09 mark, we have a 1-point game, 62-61. Central Rustic has regained the lead, and they'll inbound the ball. Right over by the bench, goes to Shane Bradstreet. Shane with it, got it by Shalou. Looks now, goes to Jarosz inside to Allen. Allen triple team, back outside goes to Woodworth. Now to Bradstreet. They start to work the clock now with 1:55 left. Allen now in the middle goes to Shane Bradstreet. Cross it to Woodworth, back outside to Allen. Now to Woodworth. Sometimes when you hold the ball like this, it backfires. Shane Bradstreet in the middle to Lance. Lance shot is up. It's no good. Rebound inside, put up by Jarosz. It's no good. Jarosz thought he had it. He turned. Steal inside goes to Lance Bradstreet from Shane. And they put them up by 3. And a steal by Woodworth. He puts up the shot. No good. Shalou comes off with it. 1:19 left. Easton the other way now. Osgood stops. Looks inside to Lamoureux. Lamoureux off the glass and in. And a timeout being asked for. As the coach, Scott Young, was racing after the official. Timeout, timeout. 64-63 the score as Lamoureux came back with a basket. Still plenty of time for both sides.
And you know now that Central is going to spread the floor. Easton has to go straight man now. They were trapping out of a zone set 1-2-2, and they've got to go for the steal, stop the clock, or Central will not shoot.
Central will have the ball going the full length of the court. 1:10 remaining. 64-63 to score. Central Rustic leads. They're in white. If you've been with us all along, you'll know that. Allen with it now, double team. Allen still double team. 5-second count on, he throws it away. And a timeout being asked for by Baxter. I think Baxter saw the problems when he called the timeout.
Yeah, and there's an interesting coaching point here, too, for the fans at home, that up until a couple years ago, the player had to call the timeout. And now in both high school and college, the coach can call the timeout. It's changed the game because in situations like that, with 3 men on the guards, he couldn't see anything, threw the ball away.
And Mark Baxter saved the game by calling the timeout way across the floor.
And he's been a point guard. He's been in that situation.
But I don't know if they're going to hold the ball like this. This could certainly backfire. 1 minute remains. As the Easton Bears come out, neither team deserves to lose this game. They both have played very, very well for 4 quarters. So Lance Bradstreet will inbound. Now goes to Allen. Allen loops a pass way back outside to Shane. Shane now gives to DeRoss. DeRoss going to go with it. Now stops, getting back outside. So they're going to foul now. Shane Bradstreet to Woodworth. Now to Shane. Time is ticking down. They're going to put the foul on. The ball's knocked away, and finally they have a foul. They had to do something right or wrong. I believe Osgood is going to be the guilty party. They might have waited a little bit too long. 14 is the foul, and that's 4 on him. But someone had to stop the clock. 39-3. And that's 2-shot foul because they're in the double bonus of 10 team fouls. So we'll see what Lance Bradstreet's made of it. That was good. Puts out 65-63. And a timeout being asked for by a 20-second timeout by Easton.
20-second timeout.
He's trying to freeze the shooter and also miss or make here. Now they've got to come down, put the ball up, and if there's a make here, they want to make sure. I look for Central, a Rustic, Joe, off a made free throw in this situation to press hard. and confuse Easton out of the 22nd timeout. As I said earlier, 20 seconds isn't very long, so your kids have to know what you're saying, what your signal is.
Carlo is not in the game. So if someone's got a three, this is going to be the difference right here, and he gets it. 56-63, three-point difference, 3 to tie. Hopkins with it now in the backcourt still. Now to Osgood, they're still in the backcourt. Now to Shalou. Shalou turns, hooks a pass to Blackstone. Blackstone turns in the middle. He's going to go over the glass, puts it up and in. He could take another timeout. And that rule is so good because the official was right beside Scott Young, and he wanted a timeout right after that basket so they can set up their defense going the full length as Easton trails by 1 point with 26.5 remains in this game.
Yeah, what you tell your kids when they're coming out of the timeout is to tell the official in your area, if the ball hits the bottom of the net, we're taking the timeout. So as soon as it goes, you signal, and there's no time wasted. Easton in an 84-foot game here now will have stopped the clock almost immediately with the strength of the backcourt players at Central Rooster CAHS.
The score, the time, the crowd here at the Bangor Auditorium. The Jonesport Deals girls won the first contest in Class P over Bangor Christian Schools, 55-31. Central Rooster had a 21-12 lead at the end of a quarter. They were down 35-31, trail 52-47 at the end of 3. Now they're up by 1 point and going the full length of court. Woodworth still with the ball. Now the Shane's going to have to come over. He does get over the 10-second line. Now DeRoss in the corner. Back to Shane Bradstreet. And a foul on Osgood, and he's fouled out of the game. But more importantly, that'll put Carlo in the game. So if there's any misses here, he could have a chance to win it with his three. Osgood fouls out. Shane Bradstreet goes to the line for 2 very important foul shots. Now Lamoureux and Blackstone have got to be up to get the rebound if he misses, to get the ball up the court with 16.3 to go. Plenty of time. We'll see what Bradstreet can do. The foul shot is up and no good. So that puts more pressure on this shot. That'll be a 2, and Carlo can win it with a 3. Foul shot is up. Is no good. Rebound taken off by Lamoureux to Hopkins. With 13 seconds left, the ball is kicked out of bounds by Shane Bradstreet. 11.1 to go. We'll see where Mr. Carlo is going to be. We got to get the ball in first. Look, goes to Hopkins. 1 point difference. Hopkins with it now. Goes to Lamoureux. Lamoureux starts the middle. Inside the Blackstone. He puts it up. Nice deflection of foul. The foul is called on Allen. And a 2-shot foul. They work the ball. And Blackstone will be the man. You see the face guard on his face where his mother had made up so he could see. And now he's got 2 big ones. He can tie and win right here with 3.2.
This is what this stuff's all about. What a great pass inside.
So Blackstone with 2. The foul is on Craig Allen. The foul shot is up and good. We're tied at 66. A chance to win it right now. 3.2. They got to get the ball in quickly. So Blackstone with a foul shot. No, up the front. And just a lane violation by Central Rooster. So they'll get a chance for another one. 3 for 2 now. As the officials confer with each other.
They're going to put more time back on the clock, Joe. It was 3.2.
3.2 is right. So 3.2 will help the Central Rooster cause. Once the ball is touched, though, the clock starts. Mark Baxter trying to puzzle out what's going on, but at least he got back a second. So 3.2, a chance for Mr. Blackstone. He can win it right here unless there's a desperation shot that goes in. Jeff Blackstone, a junior, looks up, puts it up, and in! 67-66. Shane Bradstreet with it. The last shot of the game. It's up at the buzzer, and he misses. And Easton is pulled off a big upset here, 67-66. Whoa!
You know, I'll tell you something. A lot of young coaches come into this hall. But Scott Young punched all the right buttons tonight with his substitution patterns. When he had foul trouble on his big Lamoureux kid, the kid who had led them into the semis. And you got to give them a lot of credit. On the other, you got to feel bad for Central. They couldn't buy a basket in 3 periods. Turned it on just a little too late.
Boy, are they happy. They don't care who's in the final. They're in the final. What a great disappointing loss for Central Aroostook, who came in number